Well, who could have seen this coming? Oh, right. Me, I saw this train wreck from a mile away. I've been calling it like a bingo announcer at an apocalypse support group. Let's face it, with the degradation of major gaming studios practically forming a relay race of failure, we're now deep into a cycle of corporate self-destruction. We've got Sony fumbling Concord like it's a grenade with the pin still in. BioWaste, formerly known as BioWare, struggling to resuscitate the bloated corpse of Dragon Age fail-hard. Slaughtered Puppy Studios, Intergalactic, crashing their starships into the pavement. Rocky Gown, sorry Rocksteady, letting Suicide Squad become the punchline it was always destined to be. And you buy crap's Assassin's Creed. Shadows setting fire to its own credibility before it even reaches the shelves. So what's next? Surely EA, that paragon of stability and goodwill, couldn't possibly want to get in on the action. Oh wait, they did. But they decided to one-up the incompetence, not with a bad release. No, that would at least imply they launched something. Instead, they decided to scrap their Black Panther game before it even saw the light of day. That's right, they pre-cancelled it. A mercy kill, a smothering in the crib, because apparently even EA took one look at the roadmap and went, nah. Welcome to the Snake Pit, where we're full of bile and venom. I'm your host, Snake Daemon. And today we're diving into the latest display of pyromaniac-level incompetence from the industry's favorite house of cards, EA Games. Everything's awful, sorry, Electronic Arts, in a move that shocked no one with a functioning brainstem, has pulled the plug on its planned Black Panther title and shuttered the newly formed Cliffhanger Games studio. You know, the one they set up last year. That's not mismanagement, that's speedrunning failure. Cliffhanger Games was meant to be the shining beacon for this project, helmed by Shadow of Mordor veterans and led by Kevin Stevens. But as usual with EA, the only cliffhanging going on here was the studio, over a pit of layoffs, cancelled promises, and disillusioned employees. According to EA's own internal memo, this realignment, is all part of an effort to sharpen focus and put energy into significant growth opportunities. Translation, we don't believe in this game enough to risk our investors' brunch plans. This is the third wave of layoffs from EA this year alone. Let's count that out. First, Respawn got gutted, then fan care teams got the boot, and now they're nuking whole studios before the games even make it past PowerPoint presentations. Oh, and they're still laying off mobile and central team stuff. But hey, rest assured they're trying to place affected individuals elsewhere within the company, you know. Just like you'd try to find a home for a goldfish moments before flushing it. EA is now doubling down on a handful of safe franchises. Battlefield, The Sims Skate, and Apex Legends. They claim they're still working on Iron Man and the third Star Wars Jedi game, and yes, Mass Effect hasn't been taken out behind the barn just yet. But here's the kicker. The Black Panther project was part of a 3-game deal with Marvel. 1 down, 2 to go. Will Iron Man make it? Probably, he prints money. But let's be real, there was a question online not long ago asking what would happen with the Marvel games in development and which are you most excited for? Blade, Insomniac's Wolverine, Black Panther and Iron Man. And I said this then, and I'll say it again now. One of them would be laced with so much DEI nonsense it would barely move a copy, looking at you, Blade. One would be cancelled outright, probably due to studio chaos or internal sabotage. Ding ding, Black Panther. One would sell, despite the nonsense, because of fan loyalty, Wolverine. And one would limp across the finish line powered entirely by goodwill and word of mouth, Iron Man. It's almost like these companies keep betting on social engineering instead of storytelling. They greenlight projects not because they're compelling or fun, but because they check boxes and test well with PR departments. But the thing about ticking boxes is, eventually you tick the wrong one and it blows up in your face. And now the audience, long since burned by broken promises, token characters and soulless games, just shrugs and walks away. The Black Panther cancellation isn't just a tragedy for the developers, it's another neon warning sign on the highway to industry collapse. EA's behavior is no longer erratic, it's patterned, and the pattern is clear. Get hype, overstuff, overspend, underdeliver, panic, cancel, cut. At this point, watching these studios fumble their IPs is less like a car crash and more like watching someone put out a fire with gasoline and tears. So what's the lesson here? Easy. If you want to make great games, or movies, Maybe stop hiring marketing majors to write your scripts. Stop giving activist interns the final say in narrative direction. And for the love of all that's unpixelated, stop cancelling projects before they even get a trailer. Thanks for dropping by the Snake Pit, where we thrive on untapped potential and lost opportunities. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell, like the video, and leave your opinions in the comments, where naturally I won't read them. Until next time, stay venomous.